restaurants and bars in supermarkets and hypermarkets, which are located within the cities and on the highways. And nowhere in the vision plan there has been a mention of Mumbai's potential as a strong production center or the million jobs which Mumbai lost. If we look at the sectors which the Vision Mumbai is trying to project, we can see that the basis of Vision Mumbai is a shift of capital from production to built environment, for which the city in India has been identified as the most important future consumption center of the country. And growth of the city, targeted at 8 to 10% a year, is envisaged by these sectors, which I have mentioned to you. The state government has endorsed the vision plan in totality and came out with Mumbai Transformation Project of Maharashtra government in the same year, in 2003, just after the vision plan came out, to transform Mumbai, as I told you, into an international financial center with citizen-friendly services. These are very interesting lexicons now. I can see in Hong Kong also, for people, and market is relocated for the people, and it's very interesting, very fashionable, to be spent over 10 years, out of which 25% would have to be invested by the state government and 75% private investment, for which reason you can understand how important is place marketing. The primary source of land in Mumbai is identified in the heart of the metropolis. I don't know how far you know Mumbai, but this is the area of the previous mill locations, the cotton mill locations of Mumbai. This is the area where the Dharavi slum is located. This is the area where the dockyard in Mumbai is located. And there's no problem, because another port has already come up in New Bombay, in New Mumbai, in Uran. So this particular dock area, now has to be revalorized for other kinds of functions. And this particular source of land in the heart of Mumbai is actually telling us about the nature of transformation of the city, how far this particular area is getting remodeled. And it is linked up, it looks like a triangle, and it is popularly known as the Golden Triangle in Mumbai, in our lexicons. And the northern arm is having the IT hub within Mumbai, which is located in Andheri. And the southern arm is located in the mill areas in central Mumbai, which is known as Dadar and Parel area of Mumbai. The contemporary urban restructuring in Mumbai and in other Indian cities is visibly becoming a part of a neoliberal reconstruction of the very notion of urban, and which is impacting different layers of the society. It's not only impacting just the poor. It's impacting different layers of the society, because the jobs are getting remodeled, the jobs are getting relocated, the nature of the jobs is changing. And one of the primary manifestations of the process of legitimization of the hegemonic concept of homogeneity, which I was telling you sometime before, is actually commodification of the virtual space, what is existing in the virtual space and what is existing in the real space. And there is some kind of a confusion between these two spaces, the virtual space and the real space. And the virtual space is getting commodified, and after that commodification of the virtual space, the real space is also getting commodified. And when the real space is getting commodified, you really don't know which are the areas which are to be targeted. For that reason, Mumbai University had to concede a huge part of its land to make the access road for Hyatt International Regency Hotel. It's my university where I was teaching for 26 long years. And university has not been able to develop all parts of the land which was given to the university. So it was argued by the state government that, look here, you have not been able to develop it for so many years. Nobody knows where the funding will come from. So why don't you give a part of your land, And so when when I go to my university now, I still see, oh, it's wonderful, the Hyatt. And it's very difficult to explain it to the people who are coming from other part, That's why Hyatt is looming large and the university gate. For understanding the logic of remaking Indian cities, I think there are 4 basic issues we have to understand. First, the changing position of Indian economy with the introduction of the new economic policy and the role of urban therein. The role of urban, that is very, very important. What is urban? What is it meant for? What are the cities meant for? The National Commission of Urbanization, which was set up in 1985, first started reconfiguring, very surreptitiously, very nicely, started reconfiguring the concept of urban in India. That heralded a major shift in the urban policy by advocating concentration and centralization. Mind it, 1985, and still it was not implemented in terms of that decentralization was not ruled out, but the National Commission of Urbanization was already supporting centralization. This contradiction, it started with these dialectics, in our words, but actually it was a contradiction, and finally, in these 2 forces, finally, which won in the country of India is very clearly seen now. There was a constitutional amendment in 1992, which is known as the 74th Constitutional Amendment, which was very important for the municipal governments. Because through this amendment, the municipal governments were made more independent. What does it mean? I don't give you money because you are independent. So, by 74th Amendment, the municipal governments were left to fend for themselves. Okay? And in that, they were given the freedom to have policies. There is no budgeting for those policies from the democratic structure of the government. This has been very much debated in India, that what does really 74th Amendment, what is it meaning? And 74th Amendment is a very, you can say, important turnover, because it not only centered on the cities, it also centered on the tribal areas, it centered on the poor areas of India, giving the rights to the people, On the basis of those rights, many of the people are now going to challenge the takeover of the land for SEZs. In 1991, 300 urban agglomerations with a population of 100,000 and above accounted for more than 65% of the urban population in India already. And during this time, the number of metropolitan cities in India became 23. Out of these 23 cities, 6, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, which was earlier Madras, Hyderabad and Bangalore, with a population of 4 to 8 million, they were termed as megacities. And the earlier objective of strengthening economic base of small and medium towns went backstage. And in 1991, in a very big way, came the megacity program of central government. And what was this megacity program aiming at? It was aiming at strengthening the gems, GEMS. And who were these gems? The cities which were generating economic momentum. And who were identified as gems? Those 6 megacities were identified as gems in India. And since then, actually, there has been a tremendous investment going on in the peri-urban regions of the cities, for which reason the peri-urban regions have actually started changing their face. There's a facelift of the peri-urban region.